A Wichita man loses $30,000 after a scammer swapped the VIN on a car that he purchased. We speak with that victim so that others in the community don't fall for it.
Showers moving closer to Kansas, and as Future Track updates tonight, we're getting a better idea of just how much rain we could be getting in the hours to come.
You cannot take anybody's life for granted.
A new law could require Kansas schools to create cardiac emergency response plans. Gail Chapman shows us how the law would be implemented in classrooms.
You're watching 12 News at 9 on KSEW.
Welcome into 12 News at 9. Tonight we're following the latest developments from Harper County after a sheriff's deputy shoots and kills a woman. The KBI says that a Harper County sheriff's deputy shot and killed Cheryl Gaines of Oklahoma City. This happening around 7 this morning. The agency says the deputy made contact with Gaines after she stopped her car along US 160 just west of Attica. Gaines reportedly followed commands to get out of her car, but charged the deputy with a knife in one hand and scissors in the other. The deputy then fell over and fired 3 rounds at Gaines, hitting and killing her just as she caught up with him.
Whenever something like this happens, it's scary because that could be you that has to do that, but I trust Attica. It's pretty safe here. There's not anything that usually happens like this.
The KBI says it is still investigating the shooting and will present its findings to the Harper County Attorney's Office for review. I-35 is now back open in Johnson County following a chase with an armed suspect this afternoon. The Kansas Highway Patrol says deputies with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office were in a chase when the suspect allegedly began firing shots at a deputy, then fled the scene. The chase caused a temporary shutdown of a stretch of I-35 in the area. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says at around 5:45 this evening, a suspect was arrested. That suspect is not being named until formal charges have been filed. We've got some more warm weather and a slim chance of some rain tomorrow, and the temperatures will continue to rise as we head on throughout the week. Here's Chief Meteorologist Ross Jansen with a quick look at our forecast.
You know, Rachel, it seems almost unfair tonight to see this big shield of rain happening to our south across parts of Texas and Oklahoma. It's been raining most of the day in Amarillo, ever so close to this system, but sadly it looks like most of that moisture is probably going to remain to our south. It's going to be close, and Future Track is just updating in the last little while, still bringing some of those showers into south central Kansas. But boy, if we end up actually getting some of that, it's not going to add up to very much. Areas from Wichita on south and east will have the greatest chance between now and about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we do have the clouds in place, and things could be a little damp right at the start of the day. We're thinking 48 degrees. That will go to 67 in the afternoon by 4 o'clock. Our high for the day likely to be right around 68. Again, best chance for any showers tomorrow would be in the first half of the day. Most of us will be warming close to 70 degrees, and then looking ahead to Thursday, basically a repeat performance with afternoon readings that will be close to 70. But just a heads up, Thursday is going to be another windy day. When we come back in a few minutes, we'll highlight the fire dangers. It's just a couple of days away. Also, if we get to 90 this weekend, certainly possible. Will it be the earliest that we've ever had that? Find out. Your forecast just minutes away.
Ross, thank you. It's been a week and a half now since these 2 Kansas women were last seen. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly, both of Hugoton, continues. Their car was found in the Oklahoma Panhandle on March 30th. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says there was evidence to indicate foul play based on what was found from their vehicle. Investigators have declined to elaborate further on what was found. New tonight, a Fact Finder 12 investigation after a Wichita man is out $30,000 from a vehicle ID number swap scam. Investigator Brandon Stitt looks into that scam and has a warning so you don't fall for it.
I have a loan for $30,000 on a vehicle that I will never see again.
Jay Lobel was on the hunt for a new pickup. When dealerships didn't work out, he took to Facebook Marketplace.
I found a 2020 GMC Sierra Denali. This is what was on Facebook. Beautiful truck.
Beautiful enough for Jay to buy.
I had a picture of the VIN number. I did my due diligence to have my insurance company check it, run the VIN number.
Jay thought he'd found a good deal. He gets a loan, insurance, and a plane ticket to Houston, Texas.
He signed the title. Everything was good, and off we went.
When Jay got back to Wichita, he took his truck here to the Douglas Tag Office for a VIN inspection. But that inspection didn't go as planned.
And right then I knew something was up. And about 2 minutes later, Highway Patrol pulls up behind me.
That beautiful pickup that Jay said was maybe too nice was stolen. But Jay checked the VIN before he bought it. So what happened?
The officer tells me that it's organized crime. They go out, they find a vehicle, they steal it. It's usually a high-end vehicle. And then they go find another vehicle that looks identical to it. They take a picture of the VIN number. They get under the windshield. They put in a new sticker. They put in new stickers in the door jambs everywhere except on the engine block in the frame.
Now Jay is out the money he paid. His insurance won't help, and the bank still wants their money. As far as the scammer,
he was gone within 30 seconds after we did the transaction.
For Fact Finder 12, I'm Brandon Stitt.
With Jay now out about $30,000, he set up a GoFundMe page so he can try and retrieve some of that money and then pay it to the bank. Reforms and oversight coming to the Wichita Police Department's gang list as part of the settlement of a federal lawsuit. The Wichita City Council approving that settlement today, totaling $625,000 to pay the plaintiffs and their attorneys. It's a result of a lawsuit filed in 2021 by the ACLU of Kansas, Kansas Appleseed, and Progeny. It will allow people to see if they're on the list and create an appeal process. The settlement also narrows the criteria for adding someone to the gang list.
This is an opportunity for transparency, so if you're someone who has been concerned about being on the gang file, there were 4 areas you could be on. You could even be deceased on it, but active, inactive, and associate. This is an opportunity for folks to figure that out.
WPD is currently working out its plan for how the appeal process will work. The North Newton City Council approves an ordinance that makes a first-time marijuana possession penalty just a $150 fine. The new ordinance takes effect once published in the Harvey County Now. It only applies to possession of 1.5 or less ounces of marijuana while inside of a vehicle. The offense will be a traffic infraction. Offenders will be able to pay the fine or set up a court date. How do you fix a housing market? More and more cities are realizing there's not a one-size-fits-all approach. We see some of the plans being implemented around the country. And it's something that the Postal Service has known about for decades, how an investigation into mail theft led to finding out post offices are failing to secure universal keys.
It's important to our league because of everything we did to make sure we could put this statue up in the first place.
Today, League 42 receiving a $100,000 gift from Major League Baseball. How they plan to use that money.
You're watching 12 News at 9 on KSCW. Online at kwch.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.